All right, everybody, what's up? What's happening? Welcome to SWAC Smoke. Y'all know how we do. It's Thursday, 6 p.m. live here on YouTube. Got my boy Jamie G in the house. Gonna have DJ checking in about 6:30. We're gonna talk a little recruiting and transfers and all that kind of stuff. He's gonna drop some gems on us from what he's picking up in his time at Bama State. So we're gonna do that a little bit later. Um, I'm gonna have me a little therapy session and talk out my feelings about Saturday, and I'm sure Jamie G gonna have him a little fun. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm great. I'm good. I'm feeling great. How are you?
Hey, I'm feeling better today than I was Saturday. Oh, look who's here. First in line, oh, there you go.
My boy Brian Johnson.
Get it,
Hey,
get
Brian,
it in, man. Get it in.
thank you for subscribing to my channel too, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man. Hey, like they say, if you can do it when you're winning, you got to be able to do it when you're losing. So y'all do what y'all do. But I guess we go ahead and start with that game, man. Let me go ahead and finish processing this. 35 nothing. Well, I mean, excuse me, 35 zip.
Yep.
They went back to the old school on us there. Los J say TSU by 30. Oh, we're gonna get there, but he must be talking about basketball. He must be talking about basketball. But man, I thought Southern defensively, man, I thought the first quarter they played a really good first quarter. I know Jackson left some points on the field. Southern left a couple field goals on the field, but offensively Southern just could not do it, man. And you watch JSU on TV, but when you see that defense in person, bro, that is bananas, man. Them dudes swarm the football like I ain't seen nobody swarm the football. You got a hole, and then three dudes is down, man. So it's like they pursue and close in well, man. They do their thing.
Right.
Hey, my daddy raised me that way, man. My daddy said you got to be with who you with. And that's winning and losing. I mean, I'm old, so I come up with when Southern was really bad. So I'm not going nowhere. But it's all fun. But like I said, man, I thought I really we were talking a little bit earlier. I thought Southern would make a quarterback change, but that didn't happen. But man, go ahead and share your thoughts on the game.
I think Southern defensively came out there first couple of drives and was strong, but a lot of people won't give Southern that credit, but their offensive line did hold up pretty well in the game. It gave McCray plenty of time to throw the football or whatever, but he seemed so hesitant on his throws. Like, I don't know if the Jackson State rush, to me, it was a rush, but it just wasn't that ferocious from last year. I was sitting there thinking, man, just think about if we did have James Houston, Keontae Hampton, and also Antoine Owens this year. Oh, the rush would be just plumb ruthless. But I mean, Craig got to find better ways to get that football. Definitely, to number 82, man, he was doing damage for Southern for a little while, but I mean, he just couldn't get at that quarterback position. That running game wasn't working either. So, I mean, overall, just a good game by JSU from offense, special teams, and defense.
And man, let's be honest, man. That was probably a C game from JSU. That what I'm saying. Emotion they was up, but they play was not like Southern had a little bit to do with that, but they left a lot of points on the field offensively. They had a couple drops that I know they don't normally have, and those are the kind of things that Southern got. Well, anybody really, you got to take advantage of any opportunity JSU give you, because I call JSU defense an eraser. They erase any mistake the offense make. And McCray had a couple chances, man. He made some bad reads on a lot of those zone reads. There were a couple of times he could have kept it and would have picked up yardage, and there's a couple of times he gave it that he should have kept it. It's like he just was off. But JSU defense, they like you say, the pass rush not really like last year, but they just got numbers now, man. They can throw numbers at you, and they don't miss tackles. They pursue well, And you know, I mean, I'm a Southern fan, so it's hard for me to get JSU all this credit, but that defense ain't no joke, man.
Yeah, they take a lot of advantage of your mistakes, and they don't make very many mistakes. So, I mean, you know, that's why JSU is undefeated right now.
Exactly, and yeah, Los J. I mean, personally, I don't know how JSU people feel, but I know that wasn't a full. That wasn't a just an onslaught JSU offense, man. They made some mistakes in that game, but you know they were able to keep going, and you know it I just hope Southern can get themselves right, man, and you know see if we can try it again.
Yeah, Los don't realize. See, the JSU Dallas Daniels dropped a bunch of balls in that game. It was a lot of drops that they could have went for long plays or touchdowns. But Savion Wilkerson did really well on the ground, though, rushing.
That's the difference between that and the offensive line is the difference between last year and this year. That running game, man, it changes everything. You know, last season you could ignore the running game, you know, and just focus on getting your pass rush. But now you got to tackle. He's a man. Mm-hmm. He probably the second hardest runner in the league next to Howard from Alcorn, bro. He's a man. You know, if you go down there with him and you trying to arm tackle, you in trouble. And I agree with you, Brian, man. I don't. You know, if y'all saw my show earlier this week, y'all know how I feel about that stuff, man. You got to play football, man. All that other stuff, you can do your talking on the field. You got 60 minutes to do your talking and all of that stuff, man. Everything else is just not cool, man. So hopefully, man, we need to suspend everybody's social media accounts and just get focused on football because you in a division race.
Hey, can I say something about that Shador right quick? I still don't understand why I don't think he gets 2 sacks unless he throws away the football. He's still having problems with holding on to the ball, trying to extend the plays. Instead of just going ahead and get rid of the ball. I don't think he would have got sacked Saturday if he would just threw the ball away. I like sometimes I think he overdoes it a little bit.
That one sack he got down there inside the 5. He had multiple times to throw that ball away. You know, he was like I feel like he was trying to make something happen, but then at the same time, I feel like he wasn't like he didn't feel like there was any kind of pressure on him. But the defense was swarming at that point, and you just got to you know, I mean, for a guy that get rid of the ball as quick as he do, he shouldn't be holding on to it like that and you know trying to scramble and stop and scramble and stop. You know that's gonna get you sacked. You know, take unnecessary hits. You know. A guy like that, he don't need to be taking them kind of unnecessary hits. So, you know, I think he continue to keep focused. You know, sometimes I think he might lose a little focus and try to make things happen when it's not really there. But, you know, all in all, man, you know, moving on to the next one. But let's talk about the atmosphere, man. I thought the atmosphere was great this weekend too.
Oh yeah, well definitely 8-1. I got out there and got a chance to get out to college game day and had a ball. It was such a wonderful experience for both schools being out there. It was great exposure to look great on TV, and that's once in a lifetime experience, man. If you hadn't been able to enjoy college game day, make sure if you had an opportunity next time. Do so. And shout out to Allscript showing mad love for the pregame. He said probably one of the best pregames he's been to ever because it was lit. If you was in the stadium first half, man, that thing was electric.
Man, you could feel it was electric. Like you could feel it, man. It just like anything happened, the littlest thing. Everybody was already into it, man, you know, and it just like we got there late in terms of game day, but we were able to kind of stand up there by the stadium and watch them do the picks and, you know, just see the crowd and, you know, get in and just, you know, find you a spot, man, you know, 2 hours for the game, man, people's already in the stadium, man, you know, those kind of atmospheres don't happen too often. And you know, I thought, you know, I mean, obviously, I thought we are gonna have a different type of battle, but you know, it was fun, man. Quiet as kept. There's some people in Baton Rouge now that don't want to wait till next year.
Yeah, y'all give my boy Dooley a chance. Man, gotta get his players in there, man. They'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I haven't heard nothing else about that game, so I don't even know if next year's game is, you know, because we rotating off in terms of conference, and you know they were trying to do that game in Birmingham. You know, I don't know. I hadn't heard nothing else about that. I hope they continue to play it, man, because I can't see no season without Southern and Jackson playing. I don't care, you know, what the result is, because that's just, you know, when you've been around long enough, man. I seen 52-10 when Jimmy Smith was at JSU, so I know how it feel, man, to get beat down by Jackson State all too well. But man, let's talk about a couple other games, man. I know y'all want to have oh, it wasn't. Hey, we won halftime. we won halftime.
To be honest, Southern won halftime. A lot of people some people like, man, Jake, but nah, that Southern got us halftime, bro. That's it. That was legendary at the end, man. I was like,
hey, we're a band school. Y'all know that, man. We're a band school.
Let's talk Alcorn and Grambling, man.
Yes, man. Bro. I looked at. I didn't get a chance to check my phone at all during the game, so I got to the car, looked at the score, and I was like, that can't be right. And then I looked at the box score, and I'm still like, how did they lose? You outgained Grambling. Grambling barely had any yards. Still turnovers from Alcorn, and special teams just did them in, man. They have lost 3 in a row, and my boy Joey Jackson got a little bit to talk about now. I guess we might have to give y'all one of them letters back.
Yeah, hey, that old spooky thing when Alcorn go down to the hole, black hole.
Yes, indeed, man. It is something about that hole that just get to Alcorn, man. And 35-6.
Mm-hmm. But Alcorn just keep shooting themselves in the foot, man, with all them turnovers and special team miscues. I mean, that's what happens when you don't execute. You're gonna get blown out.
Oh yeah, man. I'm just gonna say, if you leave the backside of a defense open like that, bro, I could run that touchdown, and I got 2 bad knees. There wasn't nobody over there. Everybody was pursuing the other way, and he was able to escape out the backside, man. I think I could do that.
But I'm gonna tell you this, Rod, though, a lot of people don't realize that dude a whole lot faster than what you think.
Yeah, he's not slow, bro. He just one of dudes that got a stride that make him look like he's slow. He's not slow at all. He just got a stride. You know, some people look like they're running, and some people look like they're not really. He just got this stride that he just, you know, he been doing it for 2 years, man. You know, it's like you look up, man. We lose the FAMU, we still not losing the Grambling. I'm sorry. I'm never going. If there's one thing that still remains on this schedule, and that's the Bayou Classic, so we no way we losing that game, man. I'm sorry. After last year, there's no way. Let's see what other game we want. Let's talk about that Prairie View game, man. Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, Bethune and Prairie View, yeah.
Hey, 58-48, bro.
Almost.
58-48.
Yeah.
Bethune-Cookman had that game locked down for a while.
Sure did. They sure did. They just let Prairie View come back in it, and Prairie View did what Prairie View do, put up a lot of points. Then did it quick.
And they came back with the run game. It's like they came back from 10, 15 points down with running the ball, man. That team is a good running team. They really focus on running, and they really trying to make it happen with the run game, and they were able to get it done. But Bethune-Cookman, they competed, man. I thought the offense. I was really ready to throw on me a BCU shirt, man. I thought them boys had that thing locked down.
Yeah. You know, Bethune is a sleepy. Slick a good offense. They just don't have that defense, you know, to execute it and to bring it all home.
And what I will say, one thing kind of low key going on with Purview the last couple of weeks is their defense has given up a lot of yards on the ground these last couple of weeks. They gave up almost 400 yards to Lamar, and I think they had almost 300 against Bethune-Cookman. So, Alcorn, give their running backs the ball. Let them run the football. Let them run the ball. All right. Let's see what else we had. Magic City Classic.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a good game. I kind of hate that it wasn't on ESPN 1 or 2 because I'm used to it being on being on some form of ESPN besides Plus. But that turned out to be a game, and I picked Alabama State, and they pulled it out. I knew it was gonna be ugly, but they showed pulled it out. Man, yes. Alabama A&M just they could have won the game, but man, you can't throw a ball to the flat and expect not to get tackled. And you get tackled, the clock ran out. I mean, in that situation, you got to throw that ball in the end zone.
Oh yeah, especially with a defense like Alabama State, they just you got to be aggressive, man. Just to answer this comment, the West, everybody rebuilding. I mean, everybody but TSU has a new starting quarterback. Well, and there ain't nobody new now, but coming into the season, everybody had new quarterbacks. There was multiple new coaches in the division. Everybody rebuilding, man. And I think people was like, maybe overrating some of us a little bit. You got to have growing pains. But, I mean, honestly, right now, it don't matter who from the West go. It don't matter. They just showing up to play.
Basically.
I told my wife, I said, I said you could put every West team on the field at the same time, and they probably still wouldn't move the ball against JSU defense. I was like, bro, them dudes is nasty.
Yeah, that defense scary, bro. It might be better than it's proven to be better than last year.
Yeah, I think they are, man. For a while, I was like, I wasn't sure, but I really think they are. Let's see. Let's keep on moving through these games, man, because we're gonna have DJ come through in a little while and kick it with us. Pine Bluff dropped another game. This time to FAMU 27-6.
But not in all surprise that they dropped the FAMU. I mean, it's FAMU's homecoming. I mean, I think that when that crowd get to rocking and brag, I think it's quite intimidating. Then UAPB got to pick up the pieces. Get rid of Doc Gamble in the middle of the season like that. I mean, you can't expect much. Hey, it's just time for UAPB just to go to the house and try again next year, basically.
Yeah, I mean, time that basically ran out for them. So, you don't have too many more opportunities. You got Grambling this week. You got Prairie View coming up, and then you got Alabama State. Them might be 3 L's. So you probably gonna close out the season, in a bad spot. So you got one of the better running backs in the league, and you can't do nothing with him. That's a waste of a guy, man. I think they gonna have to regroup some kind of way. I don't know what's wrong, but they're gonna have to regroup and find some kind of way to fix things, because right now, whatever they're doing, it ain't working.
Yeah, FAMU just being FAMU, winning after they lose to JSU.
that must gonna be their thing, man. Lose to JSU week 1 and then run off a bunch of wins in a row. But they winning ugly, man. I still don't think they played a complete game yet this season. The passing game has been there. The run game came around this week, but so that helped them a lot. But they haven't really played that great game yet. They just been finding ways to win, which is basically all that matters.
Right.
What'd you say?
Who else we got? Who else?
We got TSU homecoming 37-2 over Lincoln.
Oh, I thought they played Lincoln from Last Chance U. Lincoln, California for a second, but I mean, ain't much you can really hang your hat on. I mean, they should get that easy win, but they kind of struggled in the beginning. That first few quarters leading into the half, but then they found a way to start scoring a little bit more.
Yeah, like I say, games like that, man, they kind of, especially later in the year, I don't really think they serve that much of a purpose, man. They really bring you down because your guys know they're gonna go out there and win. They it's homecoming and you don't have to focus. So you liable to get what kind of game. Man, I think they played maybe, and I'm the last person to talk about anybody opponents, but I think they played worse than the high school, man.
Yeah. That, I don't even think they have scholarships for those guys. I think it's pretty bad.
Damn, they had a 6'8", 360 tackle, man. Was he in any kind of shape though? Because a lot of these schools,
Jackson State.
A lot of them dudes have big guys, but they can't really get nothing going, man.
Yeah.
But they only been playing football for a couple of years, so a program like that, they trying to raise money. They going around the country playing all the games on the road, so they might be able to try to get themselves a program going. But that was pretty much a foregone conclusion. Oh damn, they had some beef then.
Yeah, they probably just couldn't put it together. It don't matter if it's bigger, but if they don't gel, they ain't hitting on nothing.
Oh yeah, you got to be able to play together. JSU representing. I see y'all in here.
What's up,
y'all come on in. Man, I think DJ, I see you in the chat, man. If you want to come through, bro, we can go ahead and start to make this happen, y'all. We got DJ gonna pop on through it and kick it with us for a while. Damn, 6'5" pulling guard, bro. Loja, you making them boys sound like monsters. But hey, we're gonna talk about this upcoming action this week. We got a game tonight. Let's go ahead and talk about that game since it's about to start in a little while. What you think about the Valley A&M game?
Well, I think it's good exposure for both teams. Being on Thursday night. Sometimes I kind of hate those games being on Thursday night because it interferes with the NFL and everything. But it's good exposure for both programs. DJ,
Hey, got this Bulldog pack. We smoking on this Bulldog pack.
You got the Bulldog pack. What's up, boy?
Hey, that Camel pack better though.
Hey, I still like that Brave pack though, man. I'm still living off that Brave and that Panther pack, man. I've been having too much of that. But since you smoking on that Bulldog pack, man, we talking about these Bulldogs tonight against Valley. I don't know if you want to talk about the game a little bit before we let you do your thing, or how you want to do this, DJ.
No, that make no difference, man. We can run it about Valley and A&M.
All right, what you think about that game?
I think A&M gonna get them. As bad as I want Valley to win, they just haven't been able to put it together. So I gotta go with A&M.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I mean, Valley been struggling offensively, and their defense has been kind of holding them up. But you can't. It's so long you can be held up by your defense before your offense just crack. But A&M should win defensively. I mean, you should win this game, but I'm gonna still think Valley Field is the X factor in this game. How well can A&M play on this field? It's tough to play on.
Man, that feels tough to walk on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Valley they play a different level at home, so I think they're gonna come out with some energy. But I think A&M gonna at the end they're gonna find a way to get that dub. Mm-hmm. So as y'all see, man, we got DJ up in here, man, and he is Mr. Alabama State. Now I think you muted, DJ, but we're gonna have him come through and we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the new rules and stuff going on because he got a front row seat to a lot of stuff going on now. So I know before me and you talked about a new transfer rule. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So basically now going into this next academic year, anybody that's a 4-4 transfer, so anybody that's transferring from a 4-year school to another 4-year school, the schools, the institutions has to keep them kids on aid, no matter what. They could not work out on the team. They could get cut. They could, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of reasons to dictate them not receiving athletic aid. So what that does is it makes coaches have to really be, very specific, very careful with who you bringing in out of the portal. The days of just going to get a ton of transfers and just bringing them in and see who work out and who don't. That may be over because once you put them on aid, if they're a 4-4 transfer, then they're stuck on aid. So that's big news coming from the NCAA with that.
Wow.
And that's in action now.
So that's going to be for the next academic year. So 23-24. Yeah.
So yeah, that with early signing day and all that stuff coming up,
Right.
the guys already making portal moves. So Aaron, we're gonna. I don't know if you can. I know we got to kind of maneuver what you can say and can't say, but I don't know if you can't answer this. Don't worry about it. But do you think this move was made kind of to kind of slow down the momentum a lot of the HBCUs got getting guys out the portal?
I can't say that it was directly towards that because they are making changes with softball as well. And, we're thinking about football, but this rule apply to all sports. And softball, now you're able to transfer a lot of times and play immediately. So you can transfer mid-year and play in the next competition season, which is that spring, right? So if you transfer in January, you eligible to play that spring. But they're changing that rule here coming up soon to where you can't do that. You have to have a year of residence, at that institution. So I can't say that. I think it's everything they're doing is they're trying to slow down transfers, period, now. When they the ones who open up the gates, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like it's one of the cases where you're trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube. And, you really can't do that, man. I mean, it's been a wild, wild west out here for a minute now. And I guess they're trying to find some kind of way to slow it down. But, you're going to hurt some schools more than others. Yeah, but I think if you got a smart coaching staff, you're going to find a way to make that happen. I had a comment up here, DJ. I need to ask you, man. He want to know, was you SWAC?
I am SWAC.
SWAC, baby.
I am SWAC.
He a Pine Bluff dude, so he's SWAC, man. You got to be SWAC. You come from Pine Bluff.
We'll get no SWACer than that. Hey, we at the bottom of the SWAC, but hey, we be getting SWAC. See, I'm so SWAC, we be getting SWAC.
Yeah, but I think they probably did put these rules in place to keep some of these teams from really coming up because some of these schools that got a little bit, they done got even better and actually can probably beat some of these FBS schools, man. With that transfer portal, that definitely help.
Well,
it's an equalizer.
To add to
go ahead,
that,
DJ.
I don't know. I was saying to add to that, I don't know if you guys are aware that they created portal windows, transfer portal windows. I'm sure y'all might have heard of that. So that's another thing. That's why I say I don't know who they're targeting, but now certain sports have certain windows where they can enter the portal. It ain't just I play football now. I want to quit the team within 3 games, and I'm just jumping the portal. You can't do that now. You have to wait until FCS is November 21st.
So the portal is closed to the 21st?
Unless you're graduating, if you're graduating, a person is going to graduate soon, then you can get in early. But if you're a freshman, sophomore, You want to transfer, you have to wait till November 21st through, I think, January 31st or something like that. That's your window. And then it'll open up again in the spring. So after spring ball, for people who pretty much told that they ain't going to, be retained, there's a window for football at that point. So, but every sport has their window, and it's typically after the championship season. So whatever their conference championship is or something like that, it's typically after that.
That's some interesting news, man. That I got some stuff, coming around that I've been hearing. I can't really say it yet, but that makes for some interesting scenarios. So I might holler at y'all too a little bit later about it, but I can't really put it out there right now. But that window is very interesting. I like I say, I'm trying to tightrope a lot of stuff, but man, I know you do a lot of stuff with recruiting. How's that experience been?
It's been kind of hectic, man. You been on this side of things and seeing. Let me see, how can I answer this without. You have to make sure, your coaching staff from whatever sport, is doing things the right way. It has to be some checks and balances. Okay. I'll say that, because if you ain't on your stuff, a coach, they get paid to win. So they're going to try to do whatever it is they can. And I can see how violations occur. It could be something as simple as this. I'll just use this because it's a rule. So when a kid goes on an unofficial visit or official visit, let's just say either one, unofficial, he can get 3 complimentary tickets, he or she. So that's the student athlete and 2 guests. So if you allow one more person, say they got grandma with them, you have a heart, you want to let grandma on in because grandma done traveled from wherever. But everybody else don't get that. So, it's in the rule book that you can't, provide any special treatment or special anything for one person and not the other. So something that simple or something that small to you is an NCAA violation. So it's those tedious things. And just think, if you got a big recruit and they got somebody extra with them, I'm compliant. I'm saying no because I understand the rules. It's my job to protect the university. But the coach, they want to let that person in. Their mindset is, I got to do whatever to please this recruit. So you have, those type of battles. So it's recruiting is kind of wild in a sense. Yeah,
and it's only getting crazier. And like you said, man, being, you got an avenue that a lot of us will never have. So, I always say, you got like a front row seat to stuff that we don't know. You get to see how everything being put together. And I'm sure that's an eye-opening thing for you.
Right. Because, when we go to the games, we tailgate, we watching pregame. There's a lot of moving parts that we don't even see or pay attention to. We might know recruits are there, but I never knew what process, everything had to go through to get to that point, even leading up to the game. So there's a lot to go along with it,
All right. I got one more question, and then Jamie, if you got anything. And like I said, as general as you can, how crazy was the atmosphere and the situation, in terms of all those kids coming on a visit for the JSU game?
It was very crazy. That day, man, I was, I was up to here with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that day was so crazy. You had so many people, so many student athletes coming on unofficial visits that day, and it made my job really, really intense. You don't know why they're there. Some people say, oh, they coming to see prom or whatever their reason is for coming. It definitely made my job hard, but that was just a crazy, crazy atmosphere in general. And, FAMU is building at this point to be similar to that. Of course, not as much, but is already building. A lot of people are trying to get to that game. It's a lot of promotion, but that's the only thing that I'm nervous about because the average probably ASU fan might not even know who we play this weekend. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about Bethune-Cookman because everybody's so focused on the FAMU game. So I just hope that we are focused, locked in, because if we don't win this next game, and that takes some steam off of FAMU. But if we go into this thing, with a victory, that's going to really, set the stage for that game.
Yeah, Jamie G, you got anything you want to throw in there?
Like, tell me about the JSU Alabama State atmosphere. Like, what? How that game? I mean, like, I know it was electric, but like, how? Like, what was all leading up to the pre-planning and everything of that game? You know what I'm saying?
That was wild. So a lot of planning for that, started weeks before that. We knew homecoming for one, you already know. Two, we know who was coming into town. So like I said, even with the planning, it still was crazy because it exceeded, like, I think capacity of the stadium 26,000. It was 30-something thousand in there. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. Like, it was just a crazy environment.
I ain't gonna ask you nothing about like E-Rob and Dion, but that game was man, that game was a good game. Besides all that, what that happened, but
yeah,
how is it working for Alabama State? That's a good question.
How's it working?
Yeah, how is it like working?
How is it working?
Like working in your role?
Oh, it's cool. I mean, I'm learning a lot. You know what I mean? It's a learning curve for me, but it's very enlightening on what it takes. Like, we all get on here. I'm guilty of it. We all do it. Armchair quarterback, armchair coaches. But to see what it takes to actually be a head coach, even in this league, is eye-opening. All the things that's not X's and O's related that they have to tend to. It's a lot. The average person, wouldn't be able to hold up to that. So just seeing that part, I'm very blessed to be able to see that, the inner working of what it takes to run a program. Because X's and O's is probably the last thing a lot of them head coaches really can think about, because they have so many obligations, so many things they have to think about and tend to that's on their plate or that they're responsible for. So it's very important that you have a great staff around you. That's probably the most important thing, So it's kind of like the president. They the face, but everybody else doing the work.
So yeah, Blue said he was there. He said the atmosphere was crazy. I really need to get to a game in Montgomery again, man. It's been years since I've been there. Maybe one day the SWAC actually put us back on the schedule, and we can make that trip. So hopefully that can happen soon. Brian Johnson want to know, man, y'all are they still trying to capitalize off their Coach Prime situation?
Yeah, we selling t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, jerseys. We got everything.
I saw the jerseys. Those jerseys are fire.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Jerseys fire, bro.
Hey,
SWAC, we got it.
Make lemonade out of lemons, baby. Hey, you know how we do. I got the Valley game on the computer. Jelani Easton started at quarterback tonight. I don't know if Jones is hurt or what. But if he, they already done plenty at once. But DJ, can you kick it with us for a bit, or you got to go?
Yeah. No, I'm here. I got to finish the Bulldog pack. You know what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, DJ, tell the people what are you partaking in? Are you with the Hennessy, the cognac?
Yeah, this is bourbon. This is Blanton's bourbon.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that man is doing it up, boy. They said the word just came out today. TSU JSU game sold out. So resale prices are crazy, man. I looked at Bayou Classic tickets, and they already talking about $180 for tickets that I used to pay $36 for. So man, I gotta get in touch with school and see what's up. But
ain't no way 180.
180,
my
man.
Bayou Classic tickets. I already got mine.
Hey, I see you there, bro.
Yeah.
Well, let's since we got my boy here, he enjoying that Bulldog pack, and the Bulldog's on the screen here with me. But let's talk about this week, man. This is a very important week of football. And like I said, we got Thursday night game and we got a Friday night game. What y'all think about that Alcorn Prairie View game?
It's gonna be crazy, man. I think that's gonna be a real good game because Alcorn PV always these last few seasons always have been a pretty good game. I think Alcorn gonna find a way to bounce back because it's been a lot of rumbling around the yard that some people want Fred McNabb fired, but I think this is gonna be his opportunity to get his good graces back with a fan base. I think if they can find some way to come out with a win, I mean they'll be okay. But Alcorn is in remode to be rebuilding too. So I mean I got Alcorn in this one, but I think PV gonna put up a fight. But I think Alcorn, the way they running the football and Prairie View giving up a lot of yards on the ground, I think I'm gonna get an edge to Alcorn.
What about you, DJ?
PV. I'm gonna give it to PV in this one. Yeah, I think PV find a way to win.
Well, all I got to say is, let's go Braves. Let's go. Knock my phone down. But I got too excited, y'all. I knocked my phone down. But I think this is gonna be a physical game, man. I think these two teams run the ball. I think this game gonna be over in like 2 hours, bro. They gonna both run the ball like crazy. But I think Prairie View trying to prove a point. But I really think if Alcorn can run the football, I think they got a good shot. Their special teams got to improve. They've been struggling on special teams this season. Coach McNair, he need this dub real bad. And like Lil J said, this is a Texas versus Mississippi weekend. So got two big games. And let's jump to that next game, man. TSU and JSU.
Oh man.
Y'all think Tigers got a shot? I know the Tigers gonna win, but y'all think the Houston Tigers got a shot?
It's gonna be crazy. I seen a lot of flyers for a lot of events. This game is actually gonna be going on when the World Series going on too. I think like the World Series gonna be at 7. This game gonna be at 6. Houston gonna be on fire that evening. It's gonna be real lit. I think JSU, man. I don't see no reason Jackson State even struggle in this game. I think Jackson State wins this game definitely pretty comfortably. I think Texas Southern, they don't put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and I think Shedeur Sanders is definitely gonna have a great game. I think they're gonna score a lot of points. I think Body is going to have to rely on his receivers to make some plays, and also his running backs to make some plays to even hang in with the game. But I got JSU winning by at least 3 touchdowns, man. No problem.
40 piece?
Mm-hmm.
Los J, he said he want 40 piece and some fries from Fry Guys. Hook him up.
I want French.
He want that Frenchies.
I want a whole family meal from Frenchies.
Man, why would JSU be tired, man? Tired from kicking Southern? They should be well rested, man. Matter of fact, my wife sent me a picture of JSU equipment truck riding through Baton Rouge today, so they on their way to Houston now. So it's coming. What you think, DJ?
Oh, JSU. I just feel like Man, that defense. I don't know if SWAC has an offense this year that can handle that defense for 4 quarters.
Right.
That's the problem. I mean, we played them very well, but you got to be able to score the football. When I say score, I mean 6 or 7 points. Field goals, not gonna cut it. Getting in the red zone or getting on the plus side of the field and fizzling out, that's not gonna cut it. Even if they start slow, you got to take advantage of that, and you got to try to jump on them early. If they, I don't know, I just don't feel like we have an offense in the SWAC this current year to play with that defense. So I got to go JSU.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to sound like I'm thick riding or whatever, but this team, man, I just got to say this because going in the last week game, man, I was like, Southern just need to do this, they need to do that. That defense don't allow you to do what you want to do, and you cannot make mistakes. Like DJ said, if you get the ball, you have. It's tough to beat a team when you have to score every time that you have to. Every time you got the ball, you damn they got to score every time you got the ball. Because if you don't, they're gonna get the ball back to the offense, and if the offense starting slow, eventually they're gonna get it going. And now you got to worry about a run game on top of that. So you cannot turn the ball over. You cannot get in bad field position. And only thing I can say is, whatever you do, you got to be patient. If you're gonna run the ball, you're gonna have to take those 3 yards here, 3 yards there, because something might open up. But you got to capitalize on every chance you get, man. So I think TSU gonna come out and they're gonna play competitive football. But like I said, man, this team is tough. Now that don't mean that nobody's unbeatable. Let's just say that. But you got to play your A+ game. You cannot turn the ball over. You cannot be sloppy. You can't miss one coverage. You cannot make mistakes. So this has to be your cleanest game. Your B game probably could win 75% of games in the SWAC for any team that's in the top half of the conference. Your B game should win you the majority of those games. Your B game is gonna get you beat by 21 in this game. So, I said that same score 38-10, and that's not a bad score, honestly.
No shot at TSU. I know a lot of people, they like, well, we played with UTSA and North Texas. I'm sorry to say this, but I think JSU can beat North Texas and UTA by 2 touchdowns right now.
Hey, like I said, it's just one of the things, man, where you honestly have to see your team play against that team yourself. And like I said, that don't mean TSU can't get them breaks that they need. So that don't mean they're gonna get them breaks that they need. It could happen, but like I said, that's why they play the game.
Yeah, Jack State's gonna have to make a lot of mistakes. If JSU lose a game, they're gonna give it to somebody for just shooting their own self in the foot. And as you can see, this whole season, Jack State just don't shoot themselves in the foot.
Now I will say, I think Isaiah Hamilton gonna get him an interception in this game. I think he gonna do that.
Don't get me wrong. They got TSU got a legit secondary. That boy Hamilton nice, man. That might be a future NFL pro. Oh yeah, that boy nice.
So let's continue to make our way through this schedule for this week. We kind of touched on it a little bit, but Alabama State Bethune-Cookman. That's an interesting game.
I'm gonna ride with them the Hornets, man, on this one, man. They playing a real good defense right now, man. You can't deny that, man. I think Bethune-Cookman I think they just gonna be too much. They're gonna be too much for Alabama State. Gonna be too much for them, basically. That's what I got.
We already know where the other guy is riding at. So give us a little breakdown though, man, about that defense.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of like I hit on earlier. This my thing. This game is a trap game. It's homecoming in Daytona. Depending on how they respond to what happened last week, but starting with Valley and then moving on to PV, the offense is kind of finding a rhythm. It seems to be. So we gotta, of course, I'm riding with the Hornets, but we gotta come to play. We gotta be focused. We gotta come to play. Like they're not gonna lay down. They got some pieces. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't careful, this one of them games when you looking ahead or you just feel like, oh, we better than them. Bethune is one of those teams I think that can get you. So I'm just, hoping that we focus and we can find a rhythm on offense. We need to score, 30 points or better. We need to get in the habit of actually scoring the ball. We can't, I heard you say it all season, we can't waste a good defense. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be able to put the ball in the end zone at will, or at least when we need to. I'm not expecting you to score every possession, but we need to score the football. And so I want us to come out with a dub and continue to try to fight to end the season, without a loss. We got a
Get
good
that
chance
boy
of going.
Santo Dunn the ball. Santo Dunn got to get the ball. We've been saying this all season. Get that boy the ball. That man's a difference maker.
That man got to make some plays. That man got to make some plays. We've been saying that, but unfortunately, man, when we ask for somebody on SWAC Smoke to get the ball, they don't. We did that all season last year with Skelton, and he never got the ball. We were doing it all season with Santo Dunn, and he ain't got the ball. So I don't know, man. Coaches, don't listen to, don't hold that against us, man. Let the man eat. This is a good week for it, but low key, Bethune-Cookman's offense is like a top 3 offense in the conference, especially in the passing game. I don't think a lot of people realize the offense has been as explosive as they've been, but that Bama State defense is a top 3 defense, so it's gonna be. I like that matchup a lot. I think Alabama State can have some success against Bethune-Cookman's defense, but like DJ said, they got the score. You can't, this can't be one of them. I mean, it can be that, but you shouldn't go into it with one of them 17-14 type of mentalities because that's gonna cost you eventually. So you need 28, 30 points to get out of this game comfortably. All right, let's Grambling is also homecoming at Grambling. They're playing Pine Bluff. Think Pine Bluff could come in and steal them one?
Nah, you know that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, Grambling been playing a little bit better with the quarterback change now, man. They seem like they finding some rhythm. They got Maurice Washington back, and the defense is playing a whole lot better. I mean, it's homecoming, but Grambling got to, like DJ just said, they got to kind of focus. They got to kind of tune out all that outside stuff that's going on and really focus on this game. I mean, they can't come in there and mess around and lose homecoming. You don't want to do that. You got to make sure you focus and locked in on this game because it could be a trap game if you don't watch out. But I think Grambling is got a little bit more talent than UAPP on the side of the ball anyway. But I got Grambling in this one. I don't think Grambling should struggle in this one. I think they should win pretty comfortably. George Jackson.
Yeah, I think I don't know who to pick in this game because I'm not that confident in Grambling yet. Even with you making a comment about the quarterback, I don't even think he threw for 100 yards this last week. So I don't know what kind of rhythm they got. But Pine Bluff, they even played FAMU a little tough at first. They had some trouble. FAMU didn't really get off like that. I don't know. I think Pine Bluff can be one of those sneaky teams, and because Grambling, I just ain't got a whole lot of faith in them yet. So I don't know who to pick in this game, but I guess I'll just go with the home team. But I really feel like this could go either way.
Yeah, I think if Pine Bluff actually, can get somebody to complement Britain, you know, and make some plays. You know, one Skylar Perry, man, you know, he been banged up all season, but he hadn't been playing well all year. Somebody got to step up for Pine Bluff, and the defense got to start to make some plays because I think Grambling is figuring things out, but they still not quite there yet. Like DJ said, they didn't really move the ball that well against Alcorn, but they had a lot of short fields and they were able to cash in and make some plays. But Maurice Washington got 9 carries last week, so he getting closer to my number 10. So he get 10 this week, I'll be happy. But I think they're gonna pull this out. It's gonna be ugly. I don't mean score-wise ugly. I mean aesthetics. It's gonna be an ugly game, man. I don't think this. You know, if you want to show somebody what SWAC football look like, you know, I don't think this is gonna be the game you want to show them. But I think it's gonna be one of them who got the ball last. Might be one of them cases, or you know, who made the least amount of mistakes. It's gonna come down to something strange because when these two teams play, you do get a lot of odd things going on from time to time. So I think Grambling will win this, but I think they're gonna have to fight for it.
Hey, maybe Kincaid could slip into a jersey and a helmet to put one on. That'd be Gerante Sensei.
They might well call they might well call Martez Carter and Chester Rogers while they at it, man. Yeah. All right, man. We got one game left on the schedule, and I purposely left that one for last because I don't really want to talk about it, but we got to. Southern and FAMU, man. Southern need a bounce back, but the game in Bragg, and we don't win in Bragg.
Oh, I don't know, but this game is kind of hard because sometimes Southern plays better when they take an L, and FAMU, you just don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. I think this is gonna be the year Southern gonna really pull out a victory in Bragg. I'm not too confident and too high on this FAMU team because the only thing you need to do is just shut down Xavier Smith. If you take away Xavier Smith from Musa, no other really receiver on that team making any big plays like that because they really still hadn't even got their run game. You know, jumping off with Terrell Jennings and the other running back, man. I mean, defensively, even Isaiah Lamb been kind of quiet. But I don't know. But I think Southern gonna find a way to pull it out because if Southern get that run game definitely going against FAMU, I think they're gonna win this one easy. But I say Southern wins this one 28-21. I think they find a way to bounce back after the Jack State loss.
Yeah, I think we did a good job bouncing back. What'd you say, DJ?
I'm almost erring on the side of Jamie G, man. I kind of got a feeling if Dooley can get them boys focused, I think they got a chance to go in there and steal one. I think the defense is pretty good. I think Southern defense is pretty good. I don't think FAMU offense is great. I think I'm gonna ride with Southern too, man. I think if they focus, I think they can go in there and take one. Honestly, I honestly feel that way.
I think Southern's D-line gonna be key in this game. I think that boy Trey Lane gonna eat in this game because he got kind of in the backfield that last game. He was trying to take Shadua Chain, which was unsuccessful. But that boy Trey Lane was nice. I kind of keyed in on him. He go. I think Dumas and Lane gonna give FAMU's offensive line some problems on Saturday. And hey, watch out for Corion Harris. That's one of my favorite players, man, from Southern. I think that dude's a dog, bro.
Yeah, he got a lot of dog in him, man. And like you say, Trey Lang, he from Tallahassee, so I know he gonna be on the 100. Because he always on the 100, so he probably gonna be on 110 going into this game. I think I think Southern got a chance. You know, I do. I'm just wondering. You know, I'm just, you know, that brag curse got me. But I think Southern could win this game if the offense can take care of the football and McCray can actually play like I've seen him play in against Prairie View and Alcorn. If he played like he did against Jackson, then we're gonna struggle. But I think we're gonna pull it out, man. I said FAMU gonna win it, but the more I've been thinking about it, I think we do for one. Eventually you got to win at some point to keep things going. But I think it's gonna be a hard fought game, man. Typical Southern FAMU game. I think it'll be hard fought. And I think we're gonna find a way to make it out. I'm rarely wrong now on my picks, Brian Johnson. I don't pick Southern to win all the time. So if when I pick Southern to win, they typically win. I pick Southern to lose, they lose. So I'm good. But I think it's gonna be a hard fought game, and I think we're gonna hopefully if Alcorn wins, then I think this game will mean a lot. If Alcorn lose Friday, this game don't really mean anything.
Ooh.
But go Jags, though.
What's on the line, though? They got to win this game. I mean, I think you're going to get probably the best of the team Saturday because they know what's at stake. I mean, they can't lose this game.
I need them to win, too, because we trying to move up to at least second in the East. So if y'all can get them, and then we turn around and get them the next week, we in good shape. So
and
we go ahead and take care of business this week. I mean, I'm looking for second in the East. I'm looking for, I ain't expecting Jackson State to lose, but to end the season second in the East, for Coach Erod first season and just even from last year, to just improve. That's big going into that's recruiting. We can help with recruiting and a lot of things like that. So you have a lot to build on because Coach Robinson didn't even have a full year, at the school. So if we can win out and finish second in the East, I think that's big for us.
Yeah, that'd be definitely big because y'all pick at the bottom. Then they ain't at the bottom, and to finish second in the East, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, and I think I just think that like you said, this is a good year. For Bama State, they had a favorable schedule outside of UCLA. I think Valley just scored a touchdown. So let's go Valley.
Valley got a TD?
Yeah.
Might be Jerry Rice that got up under
nice little pass play inside the red zone. Valley leads 6-0 right now. Yep. He threw an interception, came back, threw a touchdown.
What?
That's how you bounce back.
7-0 Valley, y'all. So we're gonna see what's going on. I think the West, like I said, Friday night gonna determine it all. So Braves, if y'all listening, come on now. I want to make the last couple of weeks still mean a lot. So y'all come on and make it happen. But I'm want to thank DJ for coming through, man. We're gonna give him to come back through again. Let's see. We got a question from Lowe's J.
I think McKinney definitely should get another shot, man. I mean, from what he's working with, and got the if TSU happen to win 6 games, y'all need to keep that man.
Yeah, I don't really see. I mean, personally, I don't really see him getting fired. I mean, the man started from scratch. And he got the team competitive. The team was competitive since he's been there. They finally starting to turn the corner and win. You fire this man now, barring something crazy happening. I think that you put yourself in a rough spot. But I think he could do the job at another school if he able to recruit like he's been doing because they've been building a nice young. That's still a young team. They've been bringing in a lot of guys. So. he definitely flipped the roster and got the talent level to start to grow, because that defense took a big step from last year to this year, and you know that's a lot of the new guys that made that happen.
I think they need to just bring in somebody, an offensive coordinator that understands RPO and know how to execute RPO. I think if Body really gets two or three receivers that's damn good out of the transfer portal, man, that team could be dangerous, man. One more running back. I think they needed somebody that understands that offense and how to use Body, man. And I think you got a dangerous team on your hands.
Hey, y'all see this comment here? That's why Southern is the standard of the SWAC. Hey, you shut out Southern, you get to keep your job. everybody want to benefit from Southern, whether it's good or bad. So we do what we can, man. You know, we we can cancel that Arlington game and get his butt in Baton Rouge, man. He ain't gonna beat us. TSU been benefiting so much from not playing us in Baton Rouge. So the next time they come to Baton Rouge, man, I guarantee you that scoreboard not gonna work. We're gonna make sure y'all don't make it out with a W. But man, we're gonna go ahead and start to wrap this up, man. DJ, man, I appreciate you coming through with your Bulldog pack tonight, man. I see you having a good time out there.
Hey, I wanted to ask DJ, does he have any honeybees in the honeycomb hideout?
No comment.
Yeah, how did we let you get away without that? What's up with the honeybees, man?
No comment, man. Y'all see him on full display every weekend.
Man, I can't believe we let this show go by without asking that, man. But Jamie G, that was a good recovery, man. Let's start with you, man. What you got going this week, Jamie G?
Man, I don't have much of anything going on. I'm gonna try to do my pregame Saturday pregame show live on my channel, so y'all tune in for that. I will definitely keep you posted. I'll probably put a notification out Friday and try to preview some games since Jack stayed out of town. So y'all catch that. Y'all be looking out for it. Just look out for some other content I post.
Yeah, DJ, you need a light, man.
I don't need y'all to see me. I'm incognito.
So, man, since we got you here, man, anything you want to say to the people, man?
Nah, not really, man. Appreciate y'all for having me on, man. Appreciate everybody still supporting the show. You know, still supporting me. You know, I get messages here and there from people, so you know, I appreciate everything, and I'm just trying to keep it going. Any questions that y'all may have, you know, concerning recruiting, transfers, because we about to hit that, you know, mid-year signing period, early signing period for, you know, women's basketball, soccer, softball, quite a few sports in a couple of days, November 9th. So we're getting ready to shoot out some national letters of intent for some of those sports. So basketball is cranking up. So if y'all got any questions concerning any of that type of business, you can either hit me up on social media or you can hit C Wells up and he'll get it to me and we'll get your questions answered.
Yeah, I got a direct access to the red telephone, so you know I can make that important call. I finally got me a man on the inside, man. So I'm good. I'm great now. But like DJ said before we get up out of here, it's basketball season. So I'm in basketball mode. Saturday gonna determine how serious I am about basketball right now. If we win, I'm gonna be football for a few more weeks. But if we got a basketball game tonight, hopefully we get this win. But I will say this for Los J and DJ, because he talking a little noise over there too. Southern got something for y'all, man. We got something for y'all. We got a new floor too. But we about to be crazy.
Hey, we hate to come down there and put something on y'all new flow, man. We hate to do that, but you know. We gotta go and warm the floor up with a couple wins.
Well, we're gonna hopefully we can get some wins before y'all come through. No, man, I don't think nobody gonna be making no trips. I spent my money last week, so
we need some sponsorships. We'll come.
Hey, y'all want to sponsor?
Yeah. I definitely put up everybody, gang. You give me a sponsorship.
Hey, Los J, we going for the sweep again. I know y'all got the trophy, but we're going for the sweep again and the trophy this year to get Alcorn out the way. I'll probably make let me get out of here, fucking. I'll probably make TSU. I'll probably make Alcorn. I'll probably make Bama State. I'll probably make Grambling. We can't beat Grambling in basketball.
Hey, Los J, we got a transfer from y'all too. I think Jackson State got one too. The McClellan brothers, commissioner kids. So we appreciate any gift that y'all got for us, Los J.
Hey man,
we got any more basketball players y'all don't want? Y'all can send them.
I feel the same way, man. You get the Baton Rouge before you get any of them other places, so just stop on. Just stop on through. But
I ain't gonna comment on the commissioner's kids. Believe that.
Hey, them boys can ball, man. Them boys, the second coming. But man, like I say, man, I appreciate DJ, man. I appreciate you stopping on through.
Quick,
go ahead.
Is Shaq kids playing at TSU this year?
That's a good question.
I ain't heard Shaq say nothing about TSU.
That's a good question.
I just want to know, I don't know if Los J got inside on that. Only the son?
Yeah, Los J,
okay.
All right. See, I knew we can count on the trophy chasers, man. That man gonna come through with any information that you need. So I guess we all gonna be in front of he said the daughter just a student.
Okay.
We got a jukebox member, ex jukebox member checking in now. What's happening to my boy D? I guess we all gonna probably be in front of a TV this weekend watching football. So, like I said, man, y'all feel free to hit us up on the socials, and we'll be back next week. We're gonna try to work something out with DJ again, get him in here another time, because this is fun. So maybe he next time we see him, he got something else that he could smoke on. So
all right.
Maybe he have him a rattler pack in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a pretty decent crowd with FAMU. We definitely preparing for that, so that'll be fun, man.
Hey, y'all tune into this Valley game, man. Jelani Easton doing work right now, so y'all make sure y'all check that out.
All right.
Yeah, we talked a little bit of band, but not that much. I had to find something to talk about positive for Southern, so we talked a little band. But man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here so I can watch a little football and eat some dinner, because I ain't even I ain't got to explain. Y'all know what time it is. So we'll catch y'all next week, and y'all catch DJ, man. Y'all hit him up for anything y'all need to know, man. The man is moving a shaker now, so y'all make sure y'all hit him up, and he'll help y'all with any questions that y'all got. Oh no, I mean, I don't need no tissues. I don't know if anybody else do, but but you can feel free to send them anyway. I might need them later. So, but man, like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next week.
All right.
All right.